everyone, and welcome to This is Paris, your very own backstage pass with French champions Paris Saint-Germain. Coming up, incredible against Real Madrid in the Champions League, we sit down with Keylor Navas.
Fue una experiencia bastante bonita para mí.
A wonder goal sets Paris on their way against Nantes.
Kylian dans la surface qui marque un magnifique but.
Navas and Endler, two exceptional keepers talking shop.
Le doy un 10.
And we head back to 2011 and the Javier Pastore show against Montpellier.
Les supporters parisiens ne l'oublieront jamais.
What a stunning goal! Saramia with the finish. And PSG are back on level terms after 2 goals in 3 minutes.
If Paris Saint-Germain were able to claim a thrilling late draw against Real Madrid, it was due in large part to former Madrid keeper Keylor Navas.
Bueno, la verdad que fue una experiencia bastante
It was a great experience for me to go back to a stadium where I had so many great memories.
Muchas cosas importantes. Creo que fue un partido
It was a
duro.
tough game because they're a great team, and that's no secret to anyone.
Pero
But even if we suffered a lot at certain
en
moments
algunos
of the
momentos del
game,
partido sufrimos mucho.
And in from Karim Benzema.
Centre de Marcelo, la tête de Benzema, le doublé pour Benzema.
El equipo
the team was
supo
still able to
mantenerse,
resist,
supo estar
to
ahí,
stand up to the
y
challenge,
pudimos,
and we were able
sacar
to
un
get the
empate.
draw.
Mbappe.
Es importante
It's important for us
para
because we
nosotros
qualified
porque
in first
clasificamos de
place in the
primero.
group.
It
It also allows us to gain confidence, to continue on this positive dynamic that we've built in the Champions League. And against his former club, Keylor Navas put in a majestic performance. 10 saves, a European record for the capital club, against opponents he knows by heart. I think at times like this, you just have to stay as calm as possible. You know your opponents, but just because you know them doesn't mean you have to anticipate what's going to happen. You have to live every moment with great intensity, because each passage of play could be different. Playing against great players helps you grow and helps you measure yourself. Toni Kroos tried to surprise us. We were moving into position, getting organized. That's part of football. It's one of the things that can happen in a game. And we dealt with it. That's the most important thing. This all happened very quickly. The Marcelo cross that got between the defense and the keeper. They're very difficult crosses to deal with for a goalkeeper. Karim got on the end of it with a run to the far post. I tried to go as fast as I could to cover the area, and in the end I managed to do it. It was a good save for us.
Siempre yo creo que el portero está para ayudar.
I think the goalkeeper is there to help. There are some games where there's not so much work to be done. But I always say the goalie works throughout the whole game. He does a lot of things that people don't necessarily see because the ball's up the other end. But making saves to help the team always makes us happy, because we can keep the team alive in a match. And there could be matches like this one against Real Madrid. We all did our job well. My teammates worked extremely hard because it wasn't an easy game. They had to run a lot. And then there are the 2 goals that gave us this important draw. I think everyone contributed in their own way. But it's up to us goalkeepers to be there when the team needs us. And in that game, I was able to do it.
Bonjour, c'est Idrissa et vous regardez This is Paris.
Since 2005, Paris Saint-Germain has been building its international presence through its academies. Pedro Miguel Pauleta, the club's ambassador, went on a tour of the Qatar facility. I've been an ambassador of the academies since 2011, and it gives me a lot of pleasure. I go with Paris Saint-Germain to just about everywhere in the world. The facilities are all top-notch. It's a beautiful complex. It's a dream of any kid who wants to be a football player to have conditions like these. The Rouge et Bleu legend went to the Lusail site where he met Paris Saint-Germain chairman and CEO Nasser Al-Khelaifi before playing with the children of the academy. Look at this pitch. You see children 7, 8, 9, 10 years old playing on a pitch like this. It's a dream. The first time I had a pitch like this, I was 22 or 23. Even at the coaching level, you only see very competent people, very talented people. 20 minutes with the team, it was good. Good. I felt good with them. It's a pleasure to be back on the field with all these young people who all share the ambition of being a football player. It's a beautiful thing. Present in 14 countries, the Paris Saint-Germain Academy welcomes kids from all over the world, half of them living outside of France. My club is growing. It continues to grow. India, Turkey, Russia, Morocco, Portugal, Brazil, the United States. To see children wearing the shirt, I think there are about 10,000 now who wear the Paris Saint-Germain jersey every day. It's great.
C'est une fierté. Allez les gars. Oh, c'est terminé.
Hola, soy Eddie.
Hola, soy Juan Bernat.
Hola, soy Ángel y estás mirando This is Paris.
Jamais vu rien. Faut se chauffer. Bon. C'est qui? Je sais pas. Il fait pas froid. Il fait froid.
Deprived of their match in week 15 of Ligue 1 due to bad weather in Monaco, les Parisiens returned to the Uridu training centre. Despite the cold and the fog, the team was in good spirits preparing for the midweek league home game against Nantes at the Parc des Princes.
Yes!
C'est ridicule. Dis-moi, c'est chaud, c'est rouge maintenant, rouge. 6-0.
Hola, soy Ángel y estás mirando This is Paris.
One of their historic Ligue 1 rivals, Paris Saint-Germain have beaten Nantes on each of the Canaries' last 11 visits to the Parc des Princes. Matches between the two have always proved spectacular. This is Paris now invites you to sit back and enjoy some of the best goals scored at the Parc in this fixture's history. Still to come, Paris Saint-Germain entertains Nantes to the Parc des Princes in Ligue 1. We sit down with goalkeepers Christiane Endler and Keylor Navas. And we turn back the clock to the night Javier Pastore first caught the eye. Match day at the Parc des Princes. Les Rouges et Bleus host Nantes for week 16 of the Ligue 1 Championship. Nantes, one of Paris's favourite opponents, and the capital club are undefeated at home against the Canaries since November 2002. It was a tough start for Thomas Tuchel's men, who were denied time and time again by a disciplined and organised Nantes side. We were going too fast. We needed to keep the ball a little more, because the opposition were playing as a unit. They defended very well. It was an aggressive defence, and they looked to counter-attack when they had the chance. Nantes' Ludovic Blas fired the first shot in anger, Navas saving at his near post. But the capital club thought they'd gone ahead in the 31st minute before the VAR ruled out Neymar's goal for a foul by Julian Draxler in the build-up. We can't rely on the referee to win a game. We have to think about our own game, improve to win matches more calmly. Neymar had another opportunity in the first half, but lost his one-on-one against Nantes keeper Alban Lafont. This was not the time for me to get angry, to add pressure to the players. We needed solutions. He changed the way we were playing a little. We came back with two in midfield. He asked us to move the ball around more, and once we found the attackers, let them speed up the game and try and score that goal. And the goal came quickly in the second half, just 7 minutes in. A sumptuous pass from Angel Di Maria and an equally splendid finish from Kylian Mbappe, and Paris led 1-0. We played the ball out from the back. It was a good team move. Ney managed to find Angel, who found Kylian in the area, and he scored a magnificent goal. It was great for the team. The Parisians were in front, but it took a magnificent Keylor Navas to keep them there. Les Rouges et Bleus finally making the game safe in the 82nd minute, Lafont fouling Mauro Icardi in the box, and Neymar converting the penalty for his first career goal against Nantes and his 10th penalty out of 10 for Paris Saint-Germain. keeping with his performance against Real Madrid, Keylor Navas then kept a 7th clean sheet in 8 home games this season thanks to 2 sublime saves from Mehdi Abed and Nicolas Palois. The best thing was that we got the result, and the other best thing was that we have Keylor Navas. He was great, but we need to improve. We need to find solutions. We're in the middle of the season. It's time to think and see what we can do better in the future.
Olá, eu sou Neymar Júnior. Eu sou Thiago Silva.
Olá, eu sou Marquinhos e você está assistindo This is Paris.
Among the best in the world in their position and match winners for Paris Saint-Germain, Christiane Endler and Keylor Navas are respected and admired all over the world for their shot-stopping talent, but even more so in their respective countries, Chile and Costa Rica. It's nice that in Paris we can have goalkeepers from Central and South America. When you're a child, it's a dream to be able to do something like this, and today, here we are. You have to enjoy it as much as possible. For me, it's an honor to be able to play here, that the club trusted someone who came from so far away. It's always a little more difficult for us. Coming to Europe and being noticed by the big clubs is not easy. Now it's a dream come true for me to be here, in one of the best clubs in the world for both men and women. I really like his agility, the speed of movement, his reflexes. He's a keeper that really lives the game. You can see it. He's constantly attentive to what's happening, and that's how he can react so quickly. I really love it. No one gave her a break to get where she is. I think that's what forges the mentality of a goalkeeper. In the field, everyone knows her qualities. But there's one more important thing, and that's the mentality, the personality. You can have very strong keepers, but when you have to be there in a big match, it's not that easy. She does it, she has the ability to make it all seem easy, and it's not. This was against Marseille in the second half. We were leading 4-0. I didn't have much to do in this game. Beautiful. Great save. What I like is that she waited. She didn't anticipate to go one way or the other, didn't take that step to one side, which often happens. But she waited. And when it comes to the save, she does it easily in the end. It's excellent. Really very good.
Gracias.
That was my first game. And I remember this shot because at one point I saw the ball close to me and then it started moving away and away and away. But I was able to get down and touch it wide. In your first match for a club, you always want to do well. You're so focused. There's that expectation around you. Yeah, you really want to play well. This stop, I'll remember it. This was the first women's Trophée des Champions here in France. It's always good to face Lyon, our strongest rival. Being able to make several saves in this match was important for the team. What's hard about these saves is that everything happens so quickly. You have to stay on your feet, not commit. It's excellent here. 10 out of 10. That's what I was saying about his reflexes, that speed to change direction, and then that second save. I had a coach who once told me that not even a fly should be able to get past. On this shot, I tried to read the game. When I saw it deflected, I tried to react as quickly as possible, make the save, and then, as long as the ball is still in play, you have to keep stopping it. With your head, your legs, whatever. This went well, so I'm happy. We've faced each other several times. Just a week before in the Trophée des Champions, she had a very similar free kick. I knew she could test me from there. But you have to wait until the last moment because she could always change sides. I tried to catch the ball, but I just couldn't. But I got it out of the top corner.
Súper. Muy bien.
It's a great save. There's always something to learn. Always.
Siempre.
I really like this save because it happened very fast. The important thing for me is to stay in position, with my feet firmly on the ground. I always say you have to have both feet firmly on the pitch to be able to react, because it's so fast. He was in between my teammates, and with a shot like that, there was barely time to get my arm out. Positioning is very important. One more step forward and you can't make that save. It's a really good save.
Muy bien, gracias. Cambiamos camiseta.
Shall we swap shirts?
Muy bien.
Thank you. It's an honor for me to have this jersey. For me too. Thank you.
Claro.
On the 24th of September 2011, Paris Saint-Germain travelled to Le Mosson to face Montpellier in Week 8 of the season. A Paris team led by a 22-year-old Argentine by the name of Javier Pastore. There's a real ambition for Paris Saint-Germain to become a big club in France. The club has recruited a lot. There's Jérémy Ménez, Blaise Matuidi, Kevin Gamero, and Javier Pastore, who everyone is already getting excited about after just a few games, where he's made the difference. You can feel he's a special player. It was a bit tough at the beginning for Paris with Camara and Lugano at the back. It was tough, but Paris resisted well, and finally the opening came to hurt Montpellier at the other end. It really felt like the breakthrough, that the tide had turned. Paris were into the game, and Montpellier began to fall apart. We already felt that Pastore could be a special player. His first touch, you felt he was on a different level. And in that game, he confirmed it. He scored a magnificent volley on a cross from Siaka Tiene. It was the beginning of something special. This was a bit of a blooper goal. Unfortunate for the Montpellier goalkeeper who made a mistake. He came out of the box and the ball went over his head. Pastore followed in, stole the ball and scored from an impossible angle. With this 3-0 win, Paris moved top of the standings. It was the first time since the year 2000 that Paris had been leader so far into the season. I don't think Paris fans will ever forget him because he left his mark on the club through his performances and his style. I've seen better players than Javier, but like him, never.
Sincèrement jamais.